I'm going to demonstrate for you today how to mount your Incubator warehouse fan kit into your HovaBator incubator. The first step is very simple. On the back side of the fan kit, you will notice foam tape, 2 strips of it like this. First step is to simply remove those strips, or the backing, off of the foam tape. Then line this hole up with the center hole in your incubator, like so. Once that's lined up, press it into place so the foam tape will hold the fan in place while you screw in the mounting screw, like this. Put the nylon washer in over the screw and it will go through the top of the incubator. Now, a note about the foam tape. The primary purpose of that foam tape is not to hold the fan into place. The primary purpose is to act as a sound deadener, because anything that is rotating or vibrating at all will reverberate off of the styrofoam, and so the foam tape acts as a sound deadener. But it also helps keep this in place while you turn this over. Take the screw like so, line it into the nut on the other side, screw it in by hand for the first little bit, then take a Phillips head screwdriver and screw that into place. Now, as you screw it into place, you'll feel it getting tighter and tighter. You'll want to keep screwing until that nylon washer begins to compress just a little bit into the styrofoam. At that point, you should be just fine. The fan kit is now mounted onto the top of your HovaBator incubator. Now you will take these pink connectors that are attached to the lead wires from the fan and connect them to these 2 blue connectors, which will be connected into the power wires coming through the top of your incubator. So, in order to mount those into place, we'll show you how that's done. Let's give you a close-up view of the wiring in this incubator. What you have here is very obvious, the 2 wires coming out of your heaters. Those are wires that you're not going to be tapping into. Do not mess with those wires. You also have 2 wires that come out of the micro switch, which the thermostat mounts to. You're not going to mess with those wires. There are 2 wires, this blue and black, that go to the light, the indicator for the thermostat in your incubator. You're not going to mess with those wires. There are 2 other wires coming in through the very top of the incubator. These 2 wires, actually they're coming in as 1 wire, and they then split into 2. That is the power wire that you're going to tap into. You need to take that power wire and pull it apart so that it becomes 2. Give yourself enough room to work, like so. Then take your blue connector. This will splice into that wire. Take your first wire, making sure you still have the power wire. You will then place this over the wire, hold this with one hand, with the other hand take pliers, simple household pliers will do, and crimp that into place just like that. Repeat that same process on the other wire, again making sure you have the power wire. Now I like to check this by turning it just a little bit to make sure that that metal piece inside is getting a good connection into the wire. Twist that just a little bit on both wires. At this point, you're ready to take the pink connectors from the wire and connect them into the blue connectors. I'm going to give you a close-up of what we're looking at. Bringing this up, again, the pink connectors go into the 2 blue connectors that have been spliced into the power wire. Take the first one, push it into place. Take the second one, push it into place. And with that, you are now done with the wiring in your incubator. You can take that nylon clip and however you'd like to tidy up your wires, you can do. Again, everything at this point is cosmetic. Just for example, I will string this through like so. Pull the clip tight, like that. Let me give you a close-up of that, and you can see what it looks like. Then take scissors or wire cutters, and you can snip the end off of that nylon piece. Now, your installation and wiring is complete. It's time to test it. To test it, all you do is take the plug and plug it in. And as this is plugged in, the fan turns on,